Now it came to pass in the days when the judges ruled, there was a famine in the land, and a certain man of Bethlehem, Judah, went to dwell in the country of Moab, he and his wife and his 2 sons. The name of the one was Elimelech, the name of his wife was Noemi, and the names of his 2 sons were Mahlon and Chilion, Ephrathites of Bethlehem, Judah. And they went to the country of Moab and remained there. Then Elimelech, Noemi's husband, died, and she was left and her 2 sons. Now they took wives of the women of Moab. The name of the one was Orpha, and the name of the other Ruth. And they dwelt there about 10 years. Then both Mahlon and Chilion also died. So the woman survived her 2 sons and her husband. Verse 6. Then she arose with her daughters-in-law, that she might return from the country of Moab, for she had heard in the country of Moab that the Lord had visited his people by giving them bread. Therefore she went out from the place where she was, and her 2 daughters-in-law with her, and they went on the way to return to the land of Judah. And Noemi said to her 2 daughters-in-law, Go, return each to her mother's house. The Lord deal kindly with you, as he have dealt with the dead and with me. The Lord grant that you may find rest each in the house of her husband. So she kissed them, and they lifted up their voices and wept. And they said to her, Surely we will return with you to your people. But Noemi said, Turn back, my daughters. Why will you go with me? Are there still sons in my womb, that they may be your husbands? Turn back, my daughters, go, for I am too old to have a husband. If I should say I have hope, if I should have a husband tonight, and should also bear sons, would you wait for them till they were grown? Would you restrain yourself from having husbands? No, my daughters, for it grieves me very much for your sakes that the hand of the Lord has gone out against me. When they lifted up their voices and wept again, and Orpha kissed her mother-in-law, but Ruth clung to her. And she said, Look, your sister-in-law has gone back to her people, to her gods, and returned after your sister-in-law. But Ruth said, Entreat me not to leave you, or to turn back from following after you. For wherever you go, I will go, and wherever you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God, my God. Where you die, I will die, and there will I be buried. The Lord do to so to me, and more also, if anything but death parts you and me. When she saw that she was determined to go with her, she stopped speaking to her. Now the two of them went until they came to Bethlehem, and it happened when they come to Bethlehem that all the city was excited because of them, and the women said, Is this Noemi? But she said to them, Do not call me Noemi, call me Mara, for the Almighty has dealt very bitterly with me. I went out full, and the Lord has brought me home again empty. Why do you call me Noemi, since the Lord has testified against me, and the Almighty has afflicted me? So Noemi returned, and Ruth the Moabitess, her daughter-in-law with her, who returned from the country of Moab. Now they came to Bethlehem at the beginning of barley harvest. Sabi diyan sa verse 3, Then Elimelech, Noemi's husband, died, and she was left with her 2 sons. Tapos sa verse 5, Then both Mahlon and Chilion also died, and the woman was bereft of her 2 children and her husband. Now, itong death ba ng asawa ni Noemi at kanyang 2 anak, direct consequence ng kanilang kasalanan? Applicable ba dito yung common na saying at logical thinking na once is happenstance, twice is coincidence, 3 times is a pattern? malinaw na na-violate nila yung Deuteronomy 23 verse 3 hanggang verse 6. For sabi nga doon sa verse 6, you shall never seek, meaning seek the peace of the Moabites or their prosperity all your days, and their dwelling in Moab. In the Torah, God punished through bodily death Israelites whose sins are against life, religion, and the family, such as murder, kidnapping, adultery, homosexuality, blasphemy, idolatry, and persistent disobedience against authority. Pero hindi man tayo sigurado dahil wala naman naka-explicitly stated dito if it is direct consequences, yung kamatayan nila. Pero ang malinaw sa ating kaalaman, for the wages of sin is death. At sinabi rin sa Ecclesiastes, to everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born, a time to die. At sa Job chapter 14 verse 5, this is stating God's sovereignty over life and death. Sabi po dito, since his days are determined, the number of his months is with you, meaning with God, and his limits you have set so that he cannot pass. Elimelech died among the enemies of God and Israel. His 2 sons also died there, and 3 mounds of dirt marked the place where this prodigal family paid the price for leaving God's promise. Dahil dito, si Noemi at ang kanyang mga daughters-in-law ay nasa masamang sitwasyon. Ang kalagayan ng isang widow o balo na babae noong Old Testament times ay napakaalanganin, walang katiyakan. Kapag batang balong babae, pwede pa siyang bumalik sa kanyang pamilya. Pero ang matandang balo, lalo na kung patay na ang kanyang mga magulang, hindi na siya makakapag-asawa at makakapag-anak, ay nakadepende na lang siya sa kanyang mga anak para sa kanyang sustento. Si Noemi, wala na mga anak at naninirahan pa sa ibang bansa, kaya mas lalong mahirap ang kanyang kalagayan. Pwede siyang mamatay kung walang magkukup sa kanya. Kaya ganun na lang ang paniniwala ni Noemi na naging malupit at mabigat ang kamay ng Diyos sa kanya. Dahil sa kanyang personal loss and tragedy, naisip niya na lumayo na ang Diyos sa kanya at pinabayaan na siya. Patunay nang pinalitan niya ang kanyang pangalan from Noemi na ang ibig sabihin ay pleasant to Mara na ang ibig sabihin ay bitter, ang palaya. Pero lumayo ba talaga sa kanya ang Diyos? No, it is the other way around. Dahil sila ang umalis sa Bethlehem para manirahan sa Moab, bansang sinumpa ng Diyos. Ang kalungkutan o matinding kalungkutan or grief ay nagtutungo sa kasalanan kung ito ay nagli-lead to blasphemy. Blasphemy, ibig sabihin, sinisisi na natin ng Diyos sa masama at walang katarungan na nangyari sa ating buhay. Hindi kagaya ni David, nang siya ay dumadaan sa mga dark providence sa kanyang buhay, ganito ang sinabi niya sa Psalm 63, O God, you are my God, I shall seek you earnestly, my soul thirsts for you. At sa Psalm 64 na binasa lang natin kanina, the righteous man will be glad in the Lord and will take refuge in Him, and all the upright in heart will glory. The consequences of our own behavior in a fallen world are simply a product of walking away from God. Because when we walk with God, we don't see everything or anything as tragedy. We see His sovereign hand in everything. We trust that He's going to work it all out for a bigger good that we can't even fathom or understand at the moment. Pero ganun na lang ang kabutihan ng Diyos kay Noemi at sa ating mga makasalanan dahil malalagay sa spotlight ang Bethlehem sa mga susunod na mangyayari.